For Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. We have come that the will of the Most High may prevail. Radio Biafra is unorthodox. The way we do things are markedly different from how others do it. We are under divine instruction. We have come that IKECHUKWU may take control of these very proceedings this evening, for we are nothing without him. O Elohim, unto thee we repose all that we are. Do not allow your children, IPOB, to be put to shame. Do not allow us to be devoured by the hands of the wicked. Do not allow us, O mighty one, to fall prey to those who do not know thee. You will deliver us, not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy. Hear our cry and our supplication. We are not armed. We have not killed anyone. We have not jailed anyone. We have not done anything at all to warrant the level of destruction and carnage being visited upon your children. The same way Israel suffered, so is Biafra suffering today. And if you can deliver Israel, so will you deliver Biafra. That is our hope. That is our anchor of everything that we hold dear as a race and as a people. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today Israel is here as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise thee. We have come to honor thee, that your name may be glorified, adored, and praised forever and ever. He said,
onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye duru ndị ya n'ụzọ ije si ebe niile dị iche iche ma ala Biafra. Anyị na-enye gị otuto, anyị na-enye gị nsọpụrụ, anyị na-enye gị eja mma n'ihi na ihe gbasara IPOB zuru ụwa n'ime oke. Onwe ebe ọbụla gara aga ahụ IPOB nwa ụmụnne n'ime nzọpụta na nwere onwe Biafra. Anyị ji ofu obi were ịhụnanya were mmekọta nwanne na nwanne wee na-aga ije. Ihe na-asị na ọ bụghị mmadụ dị ndụ mana ọ bụ isi obi abịa. Anyị na-asị na Biafra ka kapịta nke anyị. Ise ọrụ bụ ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Nwa mmadụ nwekwara nwa mmadụ ha anyị na-ekwu. Ọ ga-adịrị Biafra na mma. Ise ihe Chineke nna nke pụrụ ime ya onye obi ya ama na onwe ya kere anya mmụọ ka anyị na-elewa anya n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu. So ozi nwere onwe Biafra. That's not Biafra Gajaya.
He said,
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them.
What like is the public? What stupid country is that? What stupid country is that? I'm killing my people. I am killing IPOB. They are killing my people. After killing my people, you tell you to them in secret. The person is mad. Completely mad. Tell me, that's what I said. That he is mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. Biafra will come.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International. Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
oh, sorry. I mute my mic. Sorry, because I wasn't hearing myself. Sorry. Ofodile, thank you for letting me know. And my indulgence, fellow comrade, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot to do. From the studio here, I got a lot of things to do. Thank you very much, my brother. I think you can hear me now. The voice is coming on now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, thank you very much. Those watching us from Facebook. Normally I don't do this, but it's a bit of I was a bit of in a haste to try to get this program started up. Apologies, I have to start all over again. A little bit of we are late on our time. We normally come in before 8 p.m. But tonight there's a lot of going on behind the scene, and I have to get it done. Now, my name's Mazi Umeh. I reside here in United Kingdom. And the time here now is 20 minutes on top of the hour, which is 20 past 8 here in United Kingdom, presumably the same time in the Holy Land of Biafra. As I welcome you, please endeavor to welcome others. Tonight is going to be a marathon in the sense that we have a lot to talk about tonight. We are going to go through a lot that's happening, bordering within IPOB. But as our tradition here, as Biafra Alpha Power Media International, standing on that gap of Radio Biafra, as you all know, Radio Biafra has been bastardized. The cabal within, the enemy at the gate, and the dogs has hijacked Rebel Biafra, just like he had Onyendu said. Onyendu, when he went to prison, the history has repeated himself again. The same thing has happened again. Those men that were supposed to know better, they are the real enemy that is ravaging IPOB as we speak today. So without wasting of your time, it's our duty as we come here to make sure that we let every single one of you understand what we are doing. And my monologue this evening is going to base on going more in depth on the course of the menace going on in Biafra land, the jamboree in Finland, and most of all, our case in UK here, as some of you saw on the 22nd of this month. I wouldn't be able to go through. That's one of the things I was trying to get a PDF of, but I couldn't. But I could share it on screen as time goes forward. And that case now, we have pushed it to Supreme Court because we must hold them accountable. A lot of people don't understand. You see people junketing from one country to another, say they are protesting for Mazi Umeh, Kanu, of course not for our leader. They have personal vendetta and agenda. As we know, what has done in United Kingdom, what have established here in United Kingdom, based on that particular movement that have, initiated here in the court of United Kingdom, and the appeal that came up on 22nd was based on the former judge, the judge that the verdict wasn't, what it's supposed to be, and we questioned it, and as the same thing has come up again because what can you say? Is a kind of policy. The British government is trying to pull himself out of it, but they're not going to go anywhere because we are here with them. I'm going to read that content as I go forward on this program. But like I said, and I will not forget to remind the real IPOB member, I'm not talking about those you saw in Finland. Those you saw in Finland, for avoidance of doubt, are the Biafran community led by Chika Pole Doziem, the dogs leaders. That's the people you saw in Finland. And I will come to that as I go forward on this program. But I want to remind you, like we always said, that IPOB, as a member of IPOB, you must understand that you have a duty care to IPOB, meaning that you took an oath to restore Biafra, and there's no two ways about it. You cannot run away from your responsibility. It's like providing for your family. It is your duty. It's like providing for your family. It is not something you question. It's a duty course. And your child does not understand it because until they turn 18 in this part of the world we live, you're still indebted to them. So let it be told that every single one of you understand why we are here. The oath that old Mazi Umeh Kanu that still in DSS dungeon, the same oath that we all took. So don't forget that you are building a generational course onto your family, unborn children, unborn generation. You must man up onto your responsibility. If there's any question that you cannot understand, ask, we will explain that to you. Anybody at this point in time saying that is confused, especially those that I saw in Finland, I saw people leaving their words, or probably they were paid. But I know I saw some people there, hypothetically, I know, maybe they have something different. Maybe they have their boyfriends and girlfriends over there. They want to get away from their family members. That's why they're there, because you can't tell me the reason why you're in Finland. My fundamental question, why are you in Finland? Finland is not in G8, they're not in G7. So what are you doing in Finland? United Kingdom here is where our problem lies. And we went to court. The day we went to appeal court, none of these men came out to protest. You have the opportunity to tell the world what your problems are and where your problem originated. You're going to Finland. Finland is it's not even in NATO. I think it's because of the Ukrainian war they're trying to get them in. So what is Finland going to do for us? Absolutely nothing. In this course of Biafran restoration, Finland cannot offer nothing to Biafrans. To take it to bank. But I will stop there for now. Let me go forward and say that oath is very, very important. And tonight as well, like I said, the originator of a problem we have in IPOB today, you see the menace. All this sit at home is seen in Biafra land. What is a single disobedient of Chike Doziem, Paul Chike Doziem, and his gang of criminals. And because of all the time, I always upload Madam Oyibo's guidance principle, which is in our web. You can go to Biafra for Power Media, you find it there. But the reason why I'm reiterating tonight is that probably I won't be able to go into those documents tonight. For avoidance of doubt, I can go through it as I go forward on this program. Now, tonight, like I said, so many things are happening. And some of you can see this week that the faceless monk came on Radio Biafra and be tackling what he originated, the crime he committed against humanity. You see, when Onyendu said, I can't see how Bago Horn, before you come to equity, you must come with a clean hand. You will see them today jumping and pointing fingers on people that are causing, what is happening in Biafra land, which they cannot ascertain because primarily the primary and the people that are responsible for whatever happened in Biafra land today. And I will play voices to back whatever I said. I said, and I repeat again, the sit at home in question, Monday Ghost Town, it was called Ghost Town. It was announced on Radio Biafra by Faceless China Sanworu. It calls Ghost Town. But before that announcement was made, Onyendu suspended that sit at home 72 hours prior to the announcement of that particular sit at home. So whoever that jumped on it, and I was talking to one of our men this afternoon, I said we cannot control what happened in any country. I was fortunate to be some country that fought rebel war recent time and travel there. You can't control what happened, especially when you're holding their leader. So people can do whatever they want to do on their own. It is not your responsibility. But what happened is that Chike Doziem accepted the responsibility of what is happening in Biafra land today because he knew Onyendu ordered suspend that sit at home for a good reason. That he was going to be hijacked just like NSAS was hijacked. They defiled Onyendu orders because a Jofo was playing double standard. And today what is happening? You cannot stop the sit at home because sit at home have taken its course. And it's not into your hand anymore to control. And the worst thing you will do is to you to try to defend it or to stop it because you don't have that power to do that any longer. The sit at home has gone beyond, because IPOB was the mouthpiece of Biafrans. But today you guys have created fractions within IPOB. Like you see, those gullible and misguided ones you saw in Finland some of them are genuine IPOB members from heart. They're thinking that some of them were bought because we were going to guide you through on this program, show you because we don't come here to blackmail or say things we are not sure of. Before we come here, we do extensive, what they call extensive analysis and extensive investigation of everything we'll have to utter here. We don't just come here to speak or to get people to listen. No. This is a platform that are representing IPOB, Onyendu, Mazi Umeh. Whatever we say is gospel from heaven. We don't add, we don't subtract. We back every single word that come out of this platform with evidence. Now, as I said, the menace in Biafra land, because we need to go back from the basis. What actually happened? How did all this whole thing started? It started by Chike Doziem disobey Mazi Umeh. And as you know, if you disobey Onyendu, Mazi Umeh, 70 millions of Biafra, knowingly or unknowingly, are supporting Mazi Umeh. Some of them will not come out openly. Some of them are sympathizers. There are some radical ones that have not emerged yet. So now, some of them, I remember when this issue happened first, Onyendu was rendition. So many women and so many people that were detached because they were asking questions there is no answer. Those people said that we didn't know. But when did you know? What are you doing? The question we should be asking Chike Doziem and his gang of criminals, what are you doing now to get Mazi Umeh out? Is the one they're coaching us and someone that you don't know who he is. Imagine somebody that you never knew. None of these people know who China Sanwo is face to face, unless the picture that trend on social media. You can't get him on a video because in DOS meeting, all of them they don't put on their video when they are even the Sky meeting in DOS. That's why they have an agenda, primary agenda. Some of this say Onyendu told him not to show his face. As who? Who is China? Who are you? As what? Every serving principal servant in the IPOB must show their faces. Chuchemofo was there. We know who he was. All these men, we know who they are. So who the heck are you? And to that stand, one thing I know is that Igbo man, the Igbo Biafrans are the most gullible among all. And that is why even the ones that are looking up to us, they don't know what to do. That's why you see them, they're apprehensive. Because things we do sometimes marvels people. How can someone you can't even touch is giving you order? But it wasn't order, actually, it was money. Because this one that happened now, money has changed hands. And we'll explain it tonight. Because every money, there's something that happened in Italy, but we're not going to comment on it. But to let you know, they have stolen our money in Italy, but we'll come up it when time is right. But we'll elaborate tonight because when you check out those people that were in Finland, 80% of them are from Italy. Ask yourself why. They're building our allegiance. Remember when they went to when they did jamboree in Belgium, in Brussels, and Paul Chika Edoziem said that this is the last time we're going to come in front of United Nations to protest. So what are you doing in Finland? If you cannot go to Brussels, what are you doing in Finland? Very fundamental question. And now, this was state managed. You know, some few people there might afford their ticket, but majority there were paid because they said they are selected. Stolen money and the money that Nigerian government has given them, because we'll come to that tonight. Now, before I dive into this particular issue this night, I'm going to play the voice of China Sanwo-Olu, the faceless animal, the criminal himself, the murderer himself, that murdered Akwara Wamende, the one we know. China Sanwo-Olu have killed. He was hunting Neche. Neche escaped, and that is why they can't take that particular, because Neche is in UK. Like I said, everything that goes up must surely come down. Now, what I want to say tonight is that I want to build my foundation on what's happening in Biafra land and the cause of it tonight. That Chike Edoziem is responsible and is publicly admitted that he is taking the responsibility. And you can hear China Sanwo-Olu when he was saying that Onyendu was sent even after that, because, you know, that pronunciation has been made and everybody geared up to make sure our leader was released. Remember 2015 when Onyendu was kidnapped? We never stopped protesting. We never stopped protesting. Even our people was mowed down. We don't have nothing. Today we have standing ESN. What are they using it for? They're turning to the Children Sanwo-Olu have gangs. They call it ESN, that killers, death squad that are killing people. Anybody that goes against them, they will send them after you, which he confirmed with his own mouth. It's not me. If he's part of it. Because as soon as Onyendu was rendition, Children Sanwo-Olu moved to Ghana. That's where they're hashing their evil now. Now, why I'm saying all this is now, we don't blackmail people. What we say is what they have said, and we're going to give you their voices. You're going to listen to what they have said. Because this particular Finland they went, you know, the mistakes they have done in the past, they never learned from it. Simon Ekpa, Onyendu give a standard order. I don't talk about Simon, but that's Onyendu's order. That nobody should talk about Simon Ekpa. He won DOS, say nothing about Simon. And Simon Ekpa is not answering IPOB. They are the fourth Biafra government in exile. That means they're liable to whatever crime they committed. If Simon Ekpa commit any crime today, is committing it under the Biafran government in exile, not under IPOB. Just like Chike Edoziem is not under IPOB, Chike Edoziem is committing crime under Biafra community. That's which Uchemofo say is either in IPOB or outside IPOB Japan. I want people to get this fact right. Tonight, Simon Ekpa was man enough. Because they met Simon Ekpa. Now they're going to Finland. I saw some people going there. But when this issue started, it was something that could have solved with literally £200 or €200. They don't know what to do because Austin Albani, I'm going to get you tonight. Austin Albani, which Simon has confirmed in one of his audio, which I have here, that what he was telling Finland national coordinator was, Simon Ekpa is doing a good job, go and use his platform to raise funds. Hypothetically, they were the one that gave names of hosts of Biafrans that were on social media for Onyendu to recognize them. Onyendu did as they requested. Simon happened to be one of them because after this, they brought the names they brought. It wasn't Onyendu. Onyendu careless to know about all these people. But at the end of the day, inclusiveness, just like as he brought Askele Dokubo. Today, they're not saying all these things. But the issue of Simon Ekpa, the reason why I have to mention Simon Ekpa extensively tonight, because this man gave Simon Ekpa even though things they know that was happening, they were undermining after they shared the first 747,000 because all these people was together, including Simon Ekpa from the beginning. Because when Onyendu was rendition, Madam Oyibo, Nede Ofebu, every single one of them, Madam Bridget, all of them, they were together after they shared our first money. Now, the same mistake they made in UK here, when the Umuada Highway wanted to come, Madam Bridget read protests in UK here, including this woman now that is in, what is it called his name? All of them. Nede was not here. There's this Azubike woman, she was here in UK because I went, I saw them. It cost me, I know what that thing cost me personally. Do you know why? just like these people that are in Finland, I know there are some people that were there that were actually sincere. But some of them, there's a particular woman I saw. I know her family, she was my member, but I can't speak for people, for hypothetically. But what I'm saying in essence is this. Now, this issue made me understand, because when the issue of Umada coming to UK, we warned. They didn't come here for anything. They were building an alliance. They came here to destroy UK. And they achieved 80% of what they came to do. I asked us one day in the meeting, that new tweet. He said, oh, we didn't know. Up till now, you have not learned anything. He backed up on suicidal. You're going to Finland to go and protest for who? For Mazi Umeh, Kanu? Or I thought you guys were going there to go. We found you, but told you people to go and arrest Simon Ekpa in Finland, and he went there. What did you do? Simon Ekpa is not an IPOB. He's holding the agents. I can leave him, because all we told him before, don't mention IPOB. He is now, he's the prime minister of the Biafra in exile. Kudos to them. Onyendu say, whatever you must do to restore Biafra, go ahead and do it. Let's leave him alone to do what he's doing, because you people instituted the sit at home in Biafra land, which he cannot control anymore. And he cannot stop it. I'm going to play an Inewi man voice that warning Ifeanyi, because there is a bigger fish to fry. Ifeanyi, even when Usolude came in, Usolude don't know, he couldn't deal with it. Because that is the spirit of Biafra. Those have gone into that journey, he can't take them back anymore. Because you have to tell me what you are doing to get Mazi Umeh out. You have to tell me what you are doing. Because to be fair, even though you need to have common medical, you people blocked it. You guys want Mazi Umeh to die in prison. And Nigerian government will have a few there. Omio said it. It was the pressure they had from their vengeance. That's why Onyendu was released. And Onyendu is a leader. He's not Mazi Umeh. He's not attributed to. As long as that particular crime is not committed against under Onyendu, a vengeance was there. A vengeance was not IPOB. They did their work extensively. So if Simon choose today to answer any name, as long as Simon have distanced himself from IPOB, but still call Mazi Umeh his leader, he's liable to use Mazi Umeh as his leader. That's entirely his business. It's not my business. But I'm saying tonight, I have never listened to Simon Ekpa before. Some of all this, including Chicken, all of them was going to enter Biafra. I have not. But we were the people that brought solution from the beginning of this. And what were you guys doing? You guys was busy raising fund with the guy's platform. And the guy later find out that all of you are nitwit. All of you are a bunch of retard. All of you are a bunch of wretched individuals. In mind. The work of shame you guys went to Finland. This is not IPOB. I want everybody on sound of my voice to understand the people you saw. Hypothetically, some misguided and disgruntled individual you saw in Finland, those people are not IPOB members. There might be a handful of them that might be genuine. But take it to bank, like George Umeh said, that those people you saw, because IPOB will never fought anybody before. We were there in the front line, UK here, when we had problem in 2015-16. Them. We were the people that went to Manchester. When Ifeanyi Uraya, the Mekonye was messing up with our deputy leader. This is a unifying force. All of us, he marched from UK, from London here and went to Manchester because they were acting funny. That's a just cause. But for you to get up and go into another man's country and say you want to go and do what? You guys are making the young man more popular than he is. That's fact of life. Take it to bank. I don't care what anybody thinks. But the fact is this, that Simon Ekpa does not mention IPOB. They are on Biafra on exile. Any crime committed is under his head with his groups. Now, but let me make it clear tonight that anything that happened in Biafra land, the primary suspect and who is responsible is Chika Edoziem and his gang of criminals. They can shout from here. They're not going anywhere with this. They don't, anything that happened, Chika Edoziem have given a testimony for life that can nail him anywhere in the world. Genocidal that happened in Biafra land is Zona Chike. That's why Chikeism does not talk. Now they're using somebody that is pseudo. I want to challenge any of these people that is saw, all these disgruntled individuals, less handful of people that are less than 80 people. After they stole our money in Italy, these are 419ers. I'm going to come to that. But the one I want to establish first before I go into what I'm talking about tonight is that to show you how miserable and disgruntled this individual are. This is not IPOB. They have attacked. Let me show you this banditry they're bringing into IPOB. The people that want to actually tag IPOB terrorist organization because at the end of the day, we are under voluntary affair in IPOB. They attack Mazi, the bloated baboon that lives in Ireland. I didn't see him around because the handful now they pick up those that they are having problem among themselves. Now what they do is that you see this one they went to Finland is show of force. Is Italy. Italy stole our money. We will come to that when the time is right. But we'll point and mention their name tonight for them to know that we know what they are doing. Those people, the work of shame they want in Finland will remain. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like the same thing was Rike did after we went to build senator in Enugu. Onyendu is in DSS dungeon. Whoever that is out there trying to ferment problem, our people, you care so much about what is going on in our land. I'm going to play a voice of a man that actually, people that is on the ground, actually selling motopass in Konewi. What is telling Ifeanyi Ubah is one of the people that actually, when Onyendu was rendition, these same dogs in one of their press release, Emma Powerless that lives in Ghana, selling phone case, says that Ifeanyi Ubah's private jet was what they used to rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, suddenly they change. Just like Sorudo, when they're getting money from you, they won't talk about you because they think they have the microphone, they can say whatever they want to say. People must listen to them. We will blackmail people. The Umri in South Africa they accepted openly. They pushed so many IPOB members to Simon Ekpa. Today you calling Simon Ekpa. You single-handedly push people to Simon. You're looking for custom. These are disgruntled IPOB members. What do you expect from them to do? And the menace going on in Biafra land attributed to who? To Chika, Paul Edoziem. Because I don't call China Sanworu. China Sanworu is a common Middle East rep that he could not savage. Has you ever in your million time is Middle East? I'm talking about United Arab Emirates. You didn't say he lives in Kuwait. Have you ever had any of this country protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This is an Arab country that hold allegiance to the zoo. China Sanworu himself is a typical Arab man. If he's alive. So, I don't want to push too much on this. But I want to be clear that those disgruntled and misguided individuals you saw, some of them was, because there was a video. Somebody was videoing it. This is disgrace. This is not IPOB. This cannot be IPOB that I join. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that it's a privilege to be an IPOB member. I can't fathom it in my brain. That individuals impact on suicidal. Shameful. In Biafra land, there's a problem in Biafra land. Who caused the problem? Is you. Simon is sitting there. One thing in life, one thing that doesn't change is changes is one thing is constant. And one thing that can start the test of time is truth. Just like when Ezekiel came out and said that he's not the kind of lawyer that disgraces his opponent. Simon has been hanging in there, watching your steps. Every mistake you guys make, Simon double. What do you do? Every time you guys make mistake, he stepped upon that mistake you guys made. You go above height. Because tomorrow Onyendu comes out. I want to remind you. There's a video I play here. Onyendu said when he went to prison, he thought that they're doing what they sworn an oath to do. Now, Onyendu will not call Simon Ekpa for questioning. You know why? Simon is not a member of IPOB. Onyendu didn't give him any duty care in IPOB. Now, when Onyendu passed that information that Simon will be allowed to be given slot in the Biafra, Ejiofor went to Simon and said, Onyendu said, take over the Biafra. Went back to Chike, tell him that Onyendu said, give him slot. Do you see where our problem is? Double standard. Now, it cost him, dispute within internal IPOB because that's what they pay him to do. Ejiofor built mansion overnight. You never ask yourself, where did he get the money from? Who gave him that money? Where did he get it from? So, what I said is that I'm going to play a lot of video to buttress what I'm saying. Those criminals in Italy that stole IPOB fund, it's just a matter of time. Because everything they do, it is about fund. Fund. Austin Abani, that monkey, that nitwit, a devil himself. I have never seen any human being that is ugly in face and heart at the same time. It's not Snapban. I saw that. All the things they do, things I'm saying, it is not something that I have done within me as a principal. I'm a principal servant, and there's evidence I have. I have said it any day. I want any of them to question what George Umeh is saying. My own is that I don't gossip. You see, before we come here, we come with evidence. So I will go forward to play their voices, and now I'm going to go through it to analyze what has happened and what is going on in Biafra land, because one thing Biafrans must take home is this. IPOB is not a violence movement, because they were threatening someone that lives in a different country doing what he's doing, and the question, distraction. The resource they used to go to Finland, somebody was saying, what is the court in United Kingdom, what is it for? And you ask yourself, which world are these people living in? And now they're buying tickets for them. Even those that don't even have passport to travel, we are ranting on social media. We are going to lead the march in Finland to show you these are mediocres. Bunch of mediocres. Wretched in mind. The ones you see parading themselves, some up 50% of them are asylum seekers. All these people from Italy. Go and check them. Ask them the document they are using. They are all asylum seekers. They're holding allegiance to, because if they talk, they will tell them, we are not going to give you a letter to go and get to seek asylum. That was it. Nothing else. They hold them ransom under something you know that you're bona fide IPOB member. With the letter or not the letter, you need to defend your asylum seeking if you're pure IP. I always tell people this. If you are genuine Biafran and IPOB member, the letter is a plus, but you must be sure and be sincere, because there's the blood attached to that particular document you're holding. All these wretched individuals that live in Europe for over 10 years, that travel from Mediterranean Sea and get to Italy, they could not even marry and pay for documents. They was waiting for the blood of our people to become citizens or legitimizers that stays in their host countries. And you're calling yourself a freedom fighter. How ironic and how pathetic these individuals can be. Now, I will stop here because I don't really want to go too much without showing evidence of what I'm saying. I want to go first with the reluctant idiot, Chinasanwon, where he was analyzing. Mazi Umeh Kanu was sending message, everybody was reluctant. And today you are chasing flies. He went to Finland to go and meet who? Finland, of all people. Finland that just joined NATO yesterday. I don't think if they've joined. Yeah? To do what for you? United Kingdom here is where our problems lies. The verdict of our last appeal court just come now. We are going to Supreme Court. You don't even know what it stands for. Let me stop here. And but before I go forward, I want to show this particular document before I go forward. It's very important. Very, very important. Because I want every Biafran to be wary of what they are doing. Now, the reason why I'm showing this here is for everybody to know. This is the document Onyendu. This is legal. Nnemeka Ejiofor, an associate. This is letter heading. This is instruction from our leader. And I want to say tonight, that's what I told you. Anybody you saw in Finland is not an IPOB member. You see, ignorance is not the excuse in the court of law. People might be claiming ignorant. It doesn't wash with us, because we say that we say it as it is, without any fear or favor. On this particular memo on instructions and directives of Mazi Umeh Kanu on 15th of December 2022, only itemized things that should be done to make sure that this family remain one. And one of them was that he said DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa, no matter what. Onyendi say it's forbidden. It's forbidden. It's forbidden. Simon Ekpa is on his own. Simon Ekpa is doing what he's doing. And thank God, the day because autopilot was not named. Autopilot was actually the Chikedozen was one pilot in autopilot, because at the moment she defined Mazi Umeh Kanu, now you have put IPOB into autopiloting. Because how do you want me to take order from you when you're not obeying this order? How do you want me, George, to? Because before we were listening, I said I went for Umuada. Umuada cost me a lot. Even I know some people don't know what that Umuada cost me in UK here. But I went with all my heart. Even I question it. Onyendu said, and I repeat, on this memo, DOS is forbidden. That is number one item on this for 12, orders that Onyendu pass. How important is it to our leader? He said, Simon Ekpa, DOS is forbidden. Forbidden. And you see them still jumping up and down talking, and people are listening to them. That's what baffles me. Onyendu give all that direct order, forbidden. It doesn't matter what Simon Ekpa does, because people could not stop it when you're supposed to stop it. You had the opportunity to stop this from the beginning. Finland National Coordinator was using IPOB fund. Because there's something Simon Ekpa said in the past. We listened to it. I wasn't listening to him. But I had this from this guy that had taken Uru in South Africa. And that was the first time I ever contacted that guy. I don't know what I was doing at school. I saw him was interviewing the guy. The guy said that he lended somebody money to cheap his goose. IPOB fund. IPOB fund. It does not matter if somebody's died. There's a dead body in front of me. If £1 IPOB that's contributed, I will not give it to you. There was one incident here, one of our brother here one time that has issue. He was arrested, and when he came out, I remember the London coordinator then made a kind of session. Oh, can we just dip inside? I called him, I tapped him at the back. I said, are you okay? IPOB is not charity organization. We don't dip hand into our pocket to give any member money. That is not IPOB. It's contrary to our code of conduct. And this is started because when Onyendu said, on no account must you mandate anybody for any contribution. I knew that he was talking to then IPOB London coordinator, because they were contributing money from left, right, and center. And when he's here, then they talk about accountability. I told them, one thing I hold there, whenever Onyendu come out, my request to Onyendu is that the first account we have here in London, that account, we must go and print the printout. It is a community account. We want to know what happened in that account. I will stop there. Now, Finland National Coordinator made it open publicly that Austin Albany was aware to tell you how disgruntled these men are. And you hear him talking about accountability. Listen again. Our code of conduct say no regional, nothing have anything to do with fund. Chikedozie made him that he must pass through Albany if you want to do fundraising for ESN. That's Cabal. Yeah? So, you know what? Because I said we don't just come and talk. We talk with evidence. Onyendu say, and I quote, DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa, no matter what. End of discussion. I'm not talking about this again. Yeah? Because it's very, very imperative you understand where we're coming from. That's why Simon Ekpa is not my problem. And it's not IPOB problem. Simon Ekpa is Prime Minister of the Biafra on exile. We have so many fractions. We have so many other groups within Biafrans that are fighting to restore Biafra. And they are the fourth ones as Biafra on exile. They are the fourth group to actually propel this name. So why do I need to worry about what they do or what they haven't done? The sit at home in Biafra land is detrimental to Chikedozie and his gang of criminals. They instituted it, so it's not my problem. It doesn't concern me. And the question is, what is Chikedozie and his gang of criminals doing to get Onyendu out? They don't have any clue. I had this guy shout today, whatever you do, Mazi, but when you come here and threaten, you're going to kill people. He's not holding Mazi back on the DSS dungeon. When he come here and threatening lawyers and Onyendu's family members, DSS don't hear all those ones. You moron. Please, I'm going to let their voices sound and you listen to them. And I'm going to comment on this because I have about a couple of videos here to play before I'll shut this program down. That one.
Now, when we mount up that pressure, everywhere started to panic. When we declared this sit at home, we got a message from the leader that we should call off this sit at home. I don't want to go deep on people. There were people who played a very dangerous role.
There is one thing I want to reiterate here. I hope you heard him, what he said, because I'm not going to play this video for a long time. It is an old video, but there's a need for me to play it again. I just want you to listen to him again, that he got a message from the leader to suspend the sit at home. Not even after Onyendu have told them 72 hours before they initiated the sit at home. After that, Onyendu is still sending messages, but then it's not in their controls anymore. That is the height. And that's what comes when you disobey our leader. I told them, disobedience of Mazi Umeh can attract a lot of consequences. And that is one of them now. And that consequence is that Chikerism accepted to take responsibility. So, mentioning Simon Ekpa as trying to make yourself ridicule yourselves, you are wasting your time. And there's one guy, a woman, that said that, which I'm going to play his voice as well. But listen.
Of this sit at home. I don't want to go deep on people. There were people who played a very dangerous role against that sit at home for their own selfish interest. Because I expect you to come here to ask. When we put sit at home, you saw that Ohaneze Ndigbo, you saw the people.
Only thing I want to take from this particular video is where he accepted that Onyendu sent him a message, and when there's something I want you to play. So sorry.
Opposing the sit at home, you saw them, and you saw people who were giving them thumb up. It is that destruction they want in IPOB. It is to destroy and discredit the IPOB leadership. After due consultation with our leader, we went ahead, conducted the first sit at home that was.
I think he had his line against Onyendu after due consultation. There was no consultation whatsoever because Onyendu passed an order 72 hours before that sit at home ghost town was announced on Radio Biafra. Because no one has the ball to do it, and China Sanwo-Olu said, I will do it, it doesn't matter. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. Give it to me. I will go and do it because nobody knows who I am. And only Mazi Umeh is definitely going to die in prison. That is exactly why they allow him to come and announce it. He said, do consultation. Do consultation with who? With who? You baboon.
Around the world, our leader continued to send message that they sit at home. We should call it off. The message continued to come. Everybody was reluctant to call it off.
I heard everybody had this. He said, the message continued to come. And everybody was reluctant. After 72 hours notice, Onyendu told them, after they have initiated this particular mayhem in Biafra land, Onyendu still pleading. Onyendu had 20 seconds in court. He said, I want Biafra land to be peaceful. A peaceful man that loves his own people. But these animals, he said, his message continued to come. That's what breaks my heart. The message continued to come. Oh, these animals. Can you listen to this? The message continued to come, and everybody was reluctant to call off visit at home. And today, you went to collect money from what does he call his name? Ifeanyi Uba, and the one you stole, your sister, Chidimma Moru, that you people have go and instituted as the financial treasurer in Italy. After you people went to steal our money in Italy, you think you guys have arrived? Don't worry. All these things will come to limelight. Like I said, you people, it doesn't matter what you guys do. At the end of the day, as long as we are here, Uchemofo was a lone voice in 2015. I always make reference of Uchemofo. There's very few people that know what was going on in 2015. This same thing he saw. That's why Onyendu, he said, anybody are cursed. Say, go and ask those. The same thing happened. Even Omio them are 1 million better than these people we are seeing here now. I'll quote me anywhere. Omio them actually, even though they didn't come out open to disobey Onyendu, their disobedience was within IPOB. And we managed it within IPOB. But their own was blatantly, publicly. This animal accepted in public in Biafra. And they want me to listen to it. That Onyendu was sending message. And the message keep coming. Everybody was reluctant. What else do you need to know? And today, some people actually pack their bag and leave their work, though they get paid blood money. But every single one of you that leave whatever you're doing and went to Finland, if your heart is clean or you've been misguided, I feel sorry for you. But if you knew and you went there, he have now quadrupled the generational curse upon your family. Mark my word somewhere, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Because you guys cannot really call IPOB name. You're going to Finland to go and make mockery of IPOB. 1 million match. 1 million match. 1 million match, my book dear. You bastards.
Explaining this thing is that at the end of the day, I want you who have supported them, because they sit at home Monday, our people have been voluntarily. When we announced they sit at home, we got messages. Even we are not normal. We know that that spoken word cannot be retrieved back. But
I hope you listen to him. He said even him is not normal. That spoken word cannot be retrieved back. So what are you fighting now? What is your problem? You make the pronunciation of Monday sit at home ghost town. So what is your problem? What is your problem? Do you see how these people, because they talk, they forget. He said they are not normal because you're not normal. That's why you disobey your leader, because you're not normal. If you're normal, you will not disobey your leader. The detrimental is upon your shoulders. And he said that spoken word. But today, why are you running helter-skelter? Things falling apart. It's quite pathetic. I couldn't believe what I'm hearing though. This is kind of hilarious. I mean,
enemies of this struggle, they continue to attack the sit at home. They continue to bring excuses that NATO is coming. This one is coming. The university is 6 months on strike till now. They use it to blackmail the IPOB leadership. If you are not aware, everywhere was that the Chike Doziem and Chinasaworu, they don't listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying.
But that is a fact, because the guy just admitted that the message was coming. Onyendu constantly sending message concerning the mistake that they made, how they're going to amend it, because they never listen to Onyendu. You see, this particular audio will haunt this individual. They will never walk away. Doesn't matter what they say today. For the gullible one, we will remind you when the time is right. Just like what we are doing now. Event will emerge. They will make it open to you. These people are not worth to listen to. These are a bunch of morons. These are criminals. Chinasaworu advented Chinasaworu here in UK. Even the ones they kept here today said they are the one the Nnamdi would have in United. The person brought this issue. I have the evidence. I don't lie. If you question, I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it up. You see it. I never know who this animal was. But this guy is lower than a baboon. He's lower than a wild animal. Everything he says, justify it instantly to show you that the guy is not normal. The spoken word, what are you fighting against then? What are you fighting? Mazi Nnamdi wants to be released. How are you going to release Onyendu? What method have you got to release our leader? You have got no vision. Nothing. Is to fight your own brother or your sister or blackmail people? Is that what's going to give us Biafra? I don't think so.
That they disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you are one of those people. I am making you a direct accusation. Some of you, like you, were part of the people carrying all this kind of rumor that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to allow somebody to come on radio. They refused. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to cancel the sit at home. They refused. I know this struggle. That word that I spoke, because it was in conformity in what the leadership agreed.
You know what? It's a pathetic. This audio, I hope people are listening today. So if they're fighting against it at home, that it was in conformity what the so-called leadership want, not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want. To see that whatever that happened is their responsible. I will allow this video to play it, and I will play Chike. It's very important. This is the foundation. Anything you see happening in our land today, the people you must hold responsible is Chike. Then he can bring his cohort with him, because he is the primary suspect. Doesn't matter what anybody think. Chike Paul Edoziem that lives in Switzerland, the new leader of the Biafra community, is the man that have instituted all the mayhem going on in Biafra land. Take it to bank. This is exactly what happened. And he accepted it publicly. There's no if but about it. There's no if but about it.
And it was the best for the struggle. But you were there when people were blackmailing China Sanworu and Chike Doziemo. It was to avoid saying that we disobey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we must always listen.
When you listen to this audio, you will ask him, what is this guy on? The same person saying is to say that they're not disobeying Mazi, but the same person saying who was sending message. So which one do you take? I just want you to make the judgment. What is this guy on? Before you come into that program that you don't see him when he was talking. Because if somebody that is actually listening to himself, when you speak, you hold on a minute and listen to yourself. Everything he has said here is that the sit at home is what they want. And that sit at home has been there for over 2 years now. Because it was in conformity with your evil. And now it's hijacked. Whoever hijacked it, if it's working for them, kudos to them. But you know that you instituted it. Whatever happened, you are liable to that crime. Let it finish and we'll go to Chike Doziem.
Listen to him. Whether in the DSS,
we should suspend the sit at home. And I asked our people, those that I had discussion with, I said, but what is the reason? They don't give any reason why we should suspend it. And they said he didn't give a reason. And I asked them, but you tell me, what reason would I give Biafrans why I am suspending this sit at home when our demands has not been met? That was my question. I asked those both in DOS and those who were not in DOS that I had the opportunity to speak with. They were there in the news. I asked them, what will be the reason I have to give? And sorry, I think I'm trying to mix a little thing here, but the lawyers have not come back to us now. Now, this is before the night, the first day of it. So when I was asking them what is the reason they want us to suspend this thing, and they told me that we should use NECO as an excuse. I mean, we should use NECO because of the exam that the people are trying to hold. And I said that NECO doesn't really, it's not the strongest excuse to give the Biafrans why we should stop the sit at home. And I will be very, very frank. And I will take the responsibility. I haven't said it on air before because it's not, I don't come on air and I said, because there is no reason from our leader that we should stop this sit at home, that we are going to go ahead with the sit at home. And then we went ahead with the first sit at home.
Fellow comrade, I hope you listen. Chike Doziem accepted because what is narrating, he said before the lawyers came back to them, that was what I said from the beginning, 72 hours. But he was asking the reason why Onyendu asked them to suspend the sit at home. Then he take it responsibility. That is, everybody have heard him from his own mouth. Now, Chike Doziem, China Sanwo-Olu have narrated how this whole thing started. Now he has come out and tell you that Onyendu actually sent that message. But you question, what was Onyendu's reason? So my question to them tonight is that what are you then fighting against since it at home that you defied Onyendu saw that? And now you think people will listen to what you're saying? And now you're collaborating with the zoo to kill our people. Because any Biafran today that is doing something that said is under the Mazi Umeh Kanu, whether it's good or bad though, I'm not judging that person. Because that's what you get when there's lawlessness. The zoo has got no law. So you are not the zoo government. You should allow them to do their work, just like as you guys ganged up and kidnapped Onyendu and extradited edition. Allow them to find those people by themselves. It is not you. Now you guys are showing us how you rendition our leader. Because you guys read the people that went to read Onyendu in Kenya. What you guys have just done yesterday shows us that you guys was ones that lead Onyendu, just like same guy that used his private jet, Ifeanyi, that bloated idiot. I don't know, probably he went to do, but maybe they have sucked up the fat in his belly. You know what I mean? He's looking like a man that have leprosy, as I see him now, his face. Because you know when you're fat and suddenly you drop weight that is not naturally dropped, he will tell on you. You know, no disrespect. But I mean, this same man, it was his private jet that was used to rendition Onyendu. The same man said, okay, that they should, people in Finland, what is it called, say the Anambra people, I'm from Anambra State, and I care less. I care less. It's not about Anambra, it's about Biafra first. This is not about Biafra, it's not about, Anambra is the first son, and when first son, I'm a first son, when you start misbehaving, the younger ones will make you, they will use you, okay, sweet. If you don't respect yourself, you're not going to get none from us. So, whatever anybody is doing is none of our business. IPOB is focused on our leader. We are a peaceful movement. We're following the due process to get our leader out. But if people are not feeling it and they're doing whatever they want to do, it's entirely up to them. It's not under IPOB. Just like Chike Doziem is committing crime under Biafra community. We care less to it. Onyendu say, if you know what to do to restore Biafra, go ahead. And if you know what to do to restore, go ahead as well and do it. Just you guys are doing opposite now. But we need to pinpoint it. So don't go there and shouting free Mazi Umeh Kanu. It's not Mazi Umeh Kanu. You didn't go to Finland to protest for Mazi Umeh Kanu. Because none of you have protested any meaningful protest in 20 was condition. None. Everything you guys have done is about allegiance, state managed. Chike Doziem in Brussels said, this is the last time you come to Brussels. But you're going to Finland. That is not even in G8 or G7, not even in NATO. So what is he going to do for you? Huh? So, I done with them. Now, I want you to listen to the voice of this same idiot that when you send people to go and ridicule themselves in another man's country. The same person, just listen to same China Sanwo-Olu that we are shouting about, that the sit at home was in conformity on what leadership wants. Listen to what he's saying now. How demented that idiot, that faceless animal is. Just listen to him.
The sit at home does not exist. Our people are doing their normal businesses, but these are
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
the sit at home does not exist. Our people are doing their normal businesses, but these are isolated cases. And these isolated cases seem to intimidate our people. They are isolated cases because the sit at home does not exist. Our people are doing their normal.
I hope you're listening to him. The same person that said he was in conformity now says sit at home does not exist. But your leader told you, do not call this sit at home Monday goes down. Now you are the same person that announced this sit at home. You same person jumped on Radio Biafra to talk about sit at home does not exist. How would people listen to you? How more confused can you be? How more vulnerable and disgruntled, and I don't know what to use for this guy. You are the same person that just said it was in conformity.
That is a spoken word. When you spoke it, that you guys are not, you're not normal. But now it's something you orchestrated. Why are you fighting against it? That's my question. Yes, we're concerned about our people, their welfare back home. And I'm not in support of violence in sit-at-home. IPOB we started sit-at-home since 2016. But because of your disobedience, now it has gone into chaotic. You can't control it anymore. You're shouting. You have gone to Finland now. What did you achieve? Nothing. Though it wasn't your money. It was Ifan Ubas sponsored protests, and some of the Italian ones that the money they just stole recently, that all of them was there. We'll come to that. So, but the reason why I'm playing this voice, to listen to two voices and compare by yourself and see how delusional this guy is. Does it make any sense to anybody? It doesn't make any sense to anybody. If it does make sense, anybody's have to explain it to me. So I'm going to forward his voice because I don't want to dwell on him, but I've had him now fighting against sit-at-home that he said it was in conformity.
Businesses, but these are isolated cases. And these isolated cases, I will just touch on them. When I touch on them, nobody. He never returns back home. That is an order. Yes. Only that we see the criminal. On 25th and be the judge. Yeah. The lawyers, some of them were coming on social media writing that Nnamdi said we should stop sit at home. But today, I want to ask every Biafran, these people that were attacking the leadership, asking the leadership, Nnamdi said, I want you people to ask.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
It's happening live and direct. Today being 4th July 2023 economy live. Economy live is in Bonya Abakaleke at IKECHUKWU market. Economy, as you can see, that cake is burning now. It's burning. Burn everything. I don't want anything to remain.
Such a thing we condemn in totality. But having said that, how did we get here? Very, very fundamental question. You can see the guy was ranting, saying the lawyers that were saying that Nnamdi said to suspend it at home. They were passing message Nnamdi sent to you, which you reluctant didn't adhere to. That has brought us into this level now we are. Our people are brought out using AK-47 to kill our people. They're coming out to make their own ends meet because of miscommunication and because of that singular disobedience of Nnamdi. This is why he has brought all of you. And I want to say it unequivocally. We condemn this, but who is responsible for this? Is China Sanwo-Olu and Chike Edoziem. Whatever happened under sit-at-home in Biafra land is under Chike Edoziem. He accepted it with his own voice, not me. So whatever happened, even though he does not speak anymore, he's gone mute. But the reason why I'm playing this to condemn it, haven't condemned it, I'm making it abundantly clear that IPOB does not support violence in any shape or form under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But truth must be told that whatever that has happened in Biafra land today, who are the originator and who orchestrated it is Chika Paul Edoziem and his gang of criminals. They call them the dogs. The dogs, that mean on the lower course. The dogs that bite. You know the dogs that are back, but they cannot bite. These are the men.
Burn it, destroy them, destroy everything, destroy them, sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu must be released. No Nnamdi Kanu, no peace.
Just for avoidance of that, this is not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi never asked anybody to do this for him. Like I said, we condemn it in totality. Nnamdi have said that I want Biafra land to be peaceful, which I'm going to play that 20 seconds audio to reiterate again. But what anybody does under any banner, they must man up to take up the responsibility, because Chikedozium is your duty now to start getting those you think they have going out of proportion because you orchestrated this. By the end of the day, all we know, IPOB member, what we know is that whatever happened in Biafra land as it stands today, you are liable to it. There's no two ways about it, and you cannot run away from it.
No Nnamdi Kanu, no peace happening at Ebonyi, Abakaliki at Isheke market. Kanu life. Destroy all of them. As you can see it, everywhere is burning. Everywhere is burning. Sit at home. Using Nnamdi Kanu must be released with all costs.
Biafra Alpha.
Like I said, I have only one leader, and that leader is Mazi Umeh. For avoidance of that, for those who does not know, Biafra Alpha Power Media is under UK Media Event and in conjunction with UK Media and Event under IPOB United Kingdom. So anybody questioning where my allegiance lies, it lies under Mazi Umeh, nobody else. What I'm saying here, I'm saying it the way it is. I hold no allegiance to any of these in two bodies. But what I'm saying here is the way it is. I'm saying it, I'm giving it to you. We don't support any violence, and Mazi Umeh does not support violence in any shape or form. We must take that into account. Very, very important. Now, I want to go to Italy. Very, very important tonight. Some of you saw the parade and the jamboree they did in Finland. According to them, they went there. I don't know what they want to do there. But the truth is that I'm going to play Fanny Uba's voice here, where he commanded them and made the resource available through the faceless monk, because that's what he do. The guy is hanging in Ghana with Chisom Dream Peters. After their mother, the Akbarawa men, the Chisom Dream just gone into, that one is hiding. No, there's nowhere to be found. But I want to show you 30th of May. 30th of May is commemoration day for Biafra Heroes Day. What happened in Italy? Austin Aban is a man that I have held meeting with. Issue of United Kingdom. The originator of the issue that we have in UK is Austin Aban. 2017, the first meeting we held here in UK, Uchemofo was in that meeting. That was an issue. Them London coordinator took our national coordinator, then national coordinator Okachi, to Europe. Don't forget Okachi, Abani, Chikedozium, and host of other. All of them are from the same place. These are brothers, kindred brothers. I want you to be clear. Now, I wasn't supporting Okachi as an individual man. I was following our chain command, which is code of conduct. But the statement that man made, this Alban made, as a European rep, as we following chain command, because the case went to him, then now he brought Chikedozium, and Uchemofo appeared in that meeting. And that day I knew Uchemofo was going to fall. Uchemofo has no business in that meeting. That's meeting in hierarchy you don't attend. You wait for a report. But Uchemofo was dragged into that meeting because he was listening for gossip, As a leader, one thing he must avoid is gossip. And Onyendu live into this example. When Onyendu disbanded UK, when UK issue was ravaged for 5 years, that orchestrated by Austin Albani, just like Simon Ekpa issue in UK, in Europe, Austin Albani, with kid clubs, then the thing metamorphosed, and today he's ranting like a mad dog. Onyendu get involved. Before Onyendu call meeting in UK, he instructed Austin Albani to convene meeting, and in that meeting he said, I could have asked Okachi to convene meeting because Onyendu live in UK, but he live in Switzerland. But chain of command, he asks you to convene meeting as the chain of command of IPOB requires. Why am I making this assertion tonight? To show you the incompetent and dishonorable men that have invaded IPOB. These are wretched, these are old 419ers. Very, very deadly ones. These are Hopu Uzodema's cousins. And they're pretending they all know. The one they call Mzurumike, he went back home and married. And he's using our office in Germany to be packing property that is sent to his sister. He said, I'm the deputy director of state. And all of us are doing IPOB, all hail Biafra. But he's shuttering the zoo, you know, which I cannot do. Right? So now, I want to show you what happened in Italy. Because this issue, you know, when they use Nele Ofebu from the Guardian people, after they finish with Nele Ofebu with the guy that traveled to Senegambia, now they come openly now. They become emboldened. They start interfering with IPOB fund, which forbidden in IPOB code of conduct. Because you see, if we want to go legally in any country, these individuals they're finished. Chikerism is never mentioned in our code of conduct to take any duty of care. Based only Mazi can have the power to appoint and dismissal unless he bestow that power. But he can take it back, which Onyendu can do that with a stroke of pen from DSS dungeon. It's happened before. So they're building an alliance going across the globe. They started with the ESM fund before now they dive into our money. This South Sinaba was what they were using to convey meetings, especially in Europe. But when things he's supposed to do, they never done them. Because the man is a wretched, hopeless, useless man. I don't know what to use for that guy. You know, when some people did things, some of you don't know what Osnaban did. I have 101. Even in UK here, I asked him questions. Some of them jumped up. I said, after you are back like mad dog, Osnaban answer my question. He couldn't answer my question. Straightforwardly. I want to show you the video where they were squandering our money in Italy in 30th of May. They went to all of them. Okay, foreign lives in Poland. Ask him what he's doing in Poland. What does he do in Poland? Polish people come to UK here. This is their safe haven. Polish people, all these Romanians, they come here because the money they pay them monthly is the money they work maybe on a day in this country, depending on what they do. I'm just telling you because that's a fact. So foreign is junketing across Europe. They're buying tickets because now they have access to IPOB fund. And recent one, they just because they closed the German account, think they were going to have access to the money. They couldn't. That's why at a point, Chika Paul, he couldn't hold it again. He writes internal memo to Madam Nenya, which he trashed out. They will not touch that money because German is a different country. Now, I want you to judge by yourself because I have 3 more videos to play. But they're long videos. Probably I'm going to cut them short. But I want you to watch this man in 30th of May, 2023, in commemoration in Italy, because they put somebody they call Mazi IKECHUKWU. Is presently they paraded him as national coordinator, which is China Sanworu's sister's boyfriend, the one they call Chidim Mangoru. They made her treasurer, and it's not a family business. Before they went and stole our money in Italy. Let me play this. I want you to see this video. Very important. Because like we said, we don't just talk, we bring evidence with us.
International.
What it is to think, well, therefore you all, bless you all. I appreciate all my old coordinators here, and they have been consistently operating. I appreciate you guys so much, both the female and the male.
One thing I want you to take here is that look at this nitwit. The man is sitting in a hall, indoor, with dark glasses. See, listen, if you, my leader, you want to address us, have you ever seen where Mazi Umeh is addressing us and wearing dark shades? He's a common criminal. He's not even man enough to stand in front of this morons in front of him to speak like a human being. He started with like a preacher. This is a family. This is like a Pentecostal gathering. IPOB is a freedom fighting movement. The last time I checked. The last time I checked. You can see on the table, they're popping champagne. This is what they were hashing evil to hijack the fund in Italy. They came there, all of them touched down. They now employ all the whole fraudsters across globe. The ones that live in Asia that have no job. How are they going to penetrate into IPOB accounts? Just like, normal Alibaba they do. That's what they've started with IPOB account. And who is the originator? Look at the criminal here. He's wearing sunglasses, indoor address. How do you process that?
Deputy European America has spoken. The national has spoken. Even European has spoken. It's of the same song we sing every day. That is why we don't need much preaching and education. Because we are all educated, we know what is happening around us. All we only need to get success in whatever we are doing is what? Conspiring together, IPOB family, to win our victory in every perspective, from the director of states to the last man, the media, in every accountability, to come and obey.
Did you hear? You see this word accountability, the people that often use it. Listen to the guy. The guy has got no motivation whatsoever. The guy is like, I don't even know what I've been in a meeting with this man many times. Many times. I can't even look at his face. But you see the way he's talking. The man is under influence. He can't even see his eyes. And what he's saying, it doesn't make any sense. All of us are educated. All of us are this. All of us are that. They're buying. Literally, some of these people see Isaiah about the bloated animal, okay? Foreign is there. These are a bunch of criminals together. They've done nothing. They offer. But why I brought this thing, I want to show you. This is where they squander IPOB fund, 30th of May. I can't stand this voice because there's nothing the man is saying that make any sense. I'm going to move forward with his voice. But I just want Biafrans to see. Probably going to put this in our platform. You watch it and see where they squander IPOB fund because they have access to it. I can afford to buy ticket to wherever they want to go. That's what's happening now. Before they were not trying, they were not junketing, but now you can see that there's access to fund. So you can't even hear what he's saying. The system they're using is very weak, it's very poor. The man has covered his eyes. But I want to show you the table. See the amount of drink that is on top of there. They have, on 30th of May. The one they call Isaiah was toying Rome. I think that's the first time he went to Rome. Isn't it pathetic? I'm going to take this off. And I want to play the jamboree they went to do in Finland. It's very important we watch it. The 2 million match where they went to ridicule themselves because this is not IPOB. These are Biafra community led by Paul Chike. They are moved on. So you guys can be fighting each other because you castrated what is happening in Biafra land and is on record.
International.
Meaning the data has been received.
Has been received on this date, yeah.
So we're trying to let the world know that we're in the office of the minister, and they have received our supplication and our petition. For that reason, I say kudos to everybody. Thank you very
much. Isn't it pathetic? This man you're seeing here, like I said, 80% of the people you saw is mainly from Italy. Because they had a free fund to go there. This one, they called him Anthony. It's no Mokwe Nyerem. I think they pointed him as the European Riazin, whatever they put him. These are people that have messed with IPOB fund, but as time goes on, we are going to give you details of their names. But the main person is China Sanworu's sister, with this so-called IKECHUKWU. The little one that's showing off. I think all these people just come to abroad, you will know. But let's listen to what they're saying. Look at the place they're submitting letter. They say it's a parliament. It's not disgraceful, isn't it? You guys are making mockery of yourself. Look at how the man is. The man is terrified. Looking at you guys, he said, "Who are these baboons?" Submitting an official letter of what? What is Finland going to do for us to restore Biafra? Is Finland in G8 or G7 or even common NATO? Huh? United Kingdom is where our problem lies. We have managed to take the United Nations free arms of government to court here. And it's still going on now. We are going to Supreme Court of United Kingdom. And you're going to submit letter in a can you look at the boxes there? It look like even these modern locker rooms. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That disgusts me.
Very much. Thank you very much.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Kanu is another savior. Holy, holy, holy Nnamdi.
You know one thing I will say here. Anybody is entitled to call Onyendu's name, but these people you're seeing here, like I said, there's a three type of people that you see around there, which I don't think these people, they're not even up to 50 or 100. They said it's 1 million match. And someone told me somebody was justifying it that one person represents 1 million Biafrans. You see how demented. These are people looking for paper. These are wretched, hungry people in man. These people knows what Chikedozium. Some of them knows. But today, all of them have to. Because they have to renew your documents now. So they are waiting. We are IPOB. But every country, you know, the IPOB have fractions. So it doesn't. Chikedozium cannot stop anybody seeking asylum. I want to tell Biafrans. Nobody can stop you from seeking asylum as a Biafran. It's solely up to you that you can defend your asylum seeking. The supporting letter is plus. And as they have created fraction, anybody can raise letter. Chikedozium, I said, the memo that is sitting down now is what you can use against these people. You know, we told them when this issue of Simon started what they should do. Legally, they don't understand their left from their right. We have code of conduct. Our code of conduct is there. If you want to go into legal steps, we know what to do. That time is not yet. Yeah, so for those that are seeking, don't call me on phone when you want to go to asylum. If you're not an IPOB member, don't freaking call me. You know people that I said it before. The paper you guys are holding is the blood of our people. These people you see here, like you see there, this is a Biafran community members. This is not IPOB members. This is not IPOB protest. No. They call them as now to justify their mediocrity. But let it be told. The truth must be told. Regardless. So I'm gonna fast forward this because 1 million match, you can see handful of people. These are wanderers, you know what I mean? And I feel sorry for some of them that were sincere. I've been a victim of the okay, let's follow the chain command. But at this stage, if you still following chain command on people that don't listen to Onyendu, I don't know if I don't know what I would feel sorry for the kids you give birth to. To be fair. To be fair.
Kanu is another. We are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. We are not. To cover the events of the day, if you can see, we also have the Finnish police. We have the Finnish police. We have Finland citizens.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Yeah, I'm live.
Hello, Biafrans. Good morning, everybody. We are here in Helsinki. And we want you to keep up with our activities. We'll be coming to you live from time to time to update you on the things we'll be doing today.
Exactly.
You know, I don't like talking about people, but this man is seen on the screen here. This guy has been, you know, from day one. You know, when you see people that is not, that you see those gullible and double standard, you know, they don't know where they belong. When there's Nigerian politics, they will be the one fronting Nigerian politics. I won't call him a comrade. I don't know him from Adam. It was through Mazi's age I get in contact with all these animals. And as you can see, the fact remains that this guy, according to the Italian National Coordinator, this guy has never contributed a dime. Not even fundraising. Not that it doesn't work. You get what I'm saying? His allegiance is, he said, because I remember some of them we have spoken private and we don't gossip. Because if you man came publicly, if you know the one George Umeh done. I remember when BBC put up their faces, he was thinking about suing BBC, but I didn't see him make any move because they are clowns. They don't even know they are right from. They don't even know they are right from there. He's defending Chike Doziem and he said defending Mazi Umeh. You are in a street of Finland. Is Finland that you guys, the money that you guys stole in Italy, that's what you guys can afford to go to Finland to do what? To do what in Finland? What is the objective of you guys going to Finland? To do what? Free Mazi Umeh. Is that what you went to Finland to do? Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Finland is not aware of what is happening. Finland is not getting the Biafra message, and that is why we are here.
Exactly.
The first thing in life is when someone talks, look at their eyes and their body language. He's a clown. You don't even know what he's saying. They are the ones ranting they're going to Finland to go and kill their mother there. You know, very pathetic. IPOB is not a violent movement. If in any way or shape or form that someone have committed a crime in their homeland where they reside, it is not you to take law into your hand. You follow the legal process. All of us live in a civilized world. You guys, though the fund was not yours, so some of you have got, like there's a video I'm going to play. Somebody was talking about how they pay the money, and that's why I said this is not IPOB. IPOB, we don't operate in what I get. I have been contributing since I joined and still contributing. But when looking at this guy, are you going to take someone like this serious? As you can see there, you know, these are people under spell of IPOB. They push them. He want to remain relevant because he want to speak through Biafran television. That's all. Can you imagine? Because you want to be on the platform. But we know what we spoke in private. You guys know what was going on. Are you going to deny them today? That's why I know that it's only God that will help us. Only God that will help us.
Anybody who is telling you that they are propagating the gospel of Biafra in Finland, they are not being optimistic. The criminal was released.
Unbelievable.
And you start to question what are the bases to freeing such a criminal, why you have an innocent agitator, an innocent freedom fighter still detained despite
in Finland. Please, you are on to Radio Biafra and it's seen all over the world. Please.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
I'm not gonna allow this to play, but I'm gonna skip it. But I just want to say something. This is my personal view, though. You know, it is not what probably under the Biafra Alpha Power Media. I just want to say something. Because as much as I'm IPOB and I love my leader to death, I cares about everything around Onyendu. I will beg these animals to keep our leaders' family away from their mediocrity. This buffoon called OK Foreign, this idiot, have sent me a private message acting as if he doesn't know. Because at the time they were going through, they tried to see if they could, you know, to subpedal George Umeh. Who are you? You think I joined IPOB to come and make friends? No. So standing in a place that is very 50 people calling our leader's wife on phone and putting through Radio Biafra, this is a propaganda, for crying out loud. And it's quite pathetic that this kind of a thing is happening. With all due respect, this kind of a thing shouldn't be happening. I just know why I'm saying this. This is my own personal view. For whatever you guys done, you guys have done enough. Do not drag our leader's wife. She's our leader's wife. She's not into the struggle. She's not into the struggle. She might be, but she's not. You guys can't use our leader's wife as a human shield to justify your mediocrity to the world. I witnessed Nnamdi's wife many times. He's been in UK here. 2016, 17, couple meetings. I've been there lives. And it's justified. But this kind of a thing shouldn't allow to happen. And I don't know why. And it breaks my heart. To be fair.
These are the paid agents that the zoo have bought away to come and destroy what you are doing in Finland. They came all the way to Lahti City because of their interest to tarnish the image of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. The coup have refused to be bought.
Okay, now, for instance, I'm not going to play this video because I have another video I want to play. My time is running out. But this thing, you can see it online. You can see that probably this video is being doctored or these people are on the ground because the person is talking. Maybe someone is among them was recording this. Someone among them was recording this. And the guy was giving testimony that they were paid. And it's not a doctored video because you can see that the person is there. He put the voice there. Whatever people does now, you can't question it because you cause it yourself. But as you can see, the reason why I put it up is that these are Biafra community led by Nnamdi. Please disassociate yourself from these cabal dogs, from these criminals. Don't get involved in what they do. This is not IPOB. And I stand on say that Onyendu have given standing order that DOS should not respond to Simon Ekpa no matter what. And that is where my stands are. The reason why I'm mentioning name tonight is because the work of shame they went to do in Finland does not represent IPOB, and only them will work with that shame, not IPOB family, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not going to allow this to play. I need to get this out of the way. Then let me play the next video before I close this program.
No.
Yeah, let the evils go. Oh, come, bang, 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 let the evils go. President Bola Tinubu, let the evils go. Let the evils go. National Assembly, let the evils go. Ding 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 ding. Tom 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 tom. Ding 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 ding. Let the evils go.
When I told you guys the last time that IKECHUKWU was a mere distraction and is working with China Sanworu and Chike Doziem, I don't want people to get this confused. What is happening in Biafra land today is double standard. There's a chaotic in our land. There's hostility in our land orchestrated by Chike Doziem. He should take that responsibility as is publicly admitted. So I want to play this video to clarify that this man is deranged. The pig in the creek is just like what Wazwike made sense when he was talking about him. He said, for the last 3 years, I have not spoken to this guy. And he's a non-state actor. What he have done, sat down in front of the coat of arms on the so-called Asovila, making some pronunciations. Even Rufai, I think I have that video here, you know. But I just want to, I want to be clear. I just want to make it clear that we cannot dwell and allow these people to distract us. Not at this point in time, please. He's a deranged man, you know. So, and whatever he said before, that's what I have taken. But what is happening today is that these are the agents, double standard, China Sanworu. You know, when you listen to Bosu, what Bosu said, China Sanworu is a typical, China Sanworu is a Muslim man as well, just like I said, Okubo. Because that's why you don't know who he is. That's why I can't see him. At least I said, Okubo, you know who Asere is. If China Sanworu got 2 balls in his 2 legs, we don't need to look for him. Put a video and show I am China Sangoru. Then let the game start. Then let the game begin. But as long as you're faceless, you're lower than a white baboon. No one knows who you are.
Irrigation of let them
Nnamdi Kanu, they use when I confuse the matter. I am not the government. Nnamdi Kanu, they use when I confuse the matter. I am not the government, I am not the stakeholders. I know no way. Yetiaka, Kaiwelu, engagement. And I am Balubani also. If I ban for 35 years, Malo, Madu, Malo, Ulife, Moke, Madubahana 85, 18. For 35 years, I don't no new banana on Monday. Onunanya Nandile promote this sit at home. When I found out Branding will anything, Nanibo. When I found out Branding the Anambra State. Simon Ekpa, na Ben Neboni. Ade sit at home. Simon Ekpa hapụ Anambra aka. Ndị Anambra nọ na Finland, jenu gwa Simon, ndị n'obodo gwa Simon Ekpa hapụ Anambra aka. Ife gbastalụ Nnamdi Kanu, nye yuzuzi na-ewe na confuse ndị mmadụ. Anyị nwa bụ ndị gọọmenti, ma anyị nwa bụ ndị stakeholders, na nyanwa n'onwe ga-eti aka ka anyị welu engagement in warfare or in anything, even in guerrilla or negotiation, engagement ga-eji eme ife.
I want to say it here clearly. You see this guy, Ifeanyi Uba, as you all know, was one of those people their name came up when Onions was rendition. And his action and action has proven, even as he's speaking here, because I don't know what, it's just overnight, the man just he's very looking very sorry. Because this is not how he used to look. But the truth still remains is this. The reference he's making here makes no sense. And after this pronunciation is when they emerge with their so-called protest in Finland. Are you getting the dots? This man are the main problem we have, even if Solu don't know. And he said it openly. How many times has he come out to talk about Onion release? Yeah, they are the stakeholders. Even suggestion about guerrilla war. So what is guerrilla war? It's a daft. What is guerrilla war? Ifeanyi Uba as a senator, even is suggesting that we go into guerrilla war. So what is guerrilla war then? Do you see how they publicly admit evil? It's not governor of Anambra State. You're not a stakeholder. You're just a senator. And your consistency is what you be mind. And there's somebody here reminding you, even that Nkwane, they don't have road to go to where they are trading. And you're here ranting. How many times have this animal come out and said, give advice how much Nnamdi Kanu will be released? The only honest person that have come out and spoke about our leader, unequivocally, is Soludo, Governor Chukuma Soludo. When he found out that these animals are criminals. And since that time, now they now left Soludo, now they went to Ifeanyi Uba. And they want to let another rendition to go and rendition Simon Ekpa, which is not of my business. But what I'm saying is this animal here saying this, that we should look into guerrilla warfare. What is guerrilla warfare? Do you determine how guerrilla warfare will stand if it starts tomorrow? Can you control it? Because that means they will have AK-47 on the street. That's what we're talking about here. They can't make judgments rightly. Very, very important.
Ndị mmadụ nwaanyị na-ele akara ama mbịaghị akara wee so ụmụ ya n'akwụkwọ ụmụazị na-eji akwụkwọ ama nje akwụkwọ anya na-eme sit at home onye a na-eme sit at home ọ na-eme sit at home n'ebe ọ nọ. So how was the justification? I challenge Simon Ekpa to show one single investment.
The truth about the matter is this. In this freedom we are fighting, Without the force of those outside, those in Biafra land cannot do anything because they know that they will be subdued. And that is why God propelled us. Every freedom fighting movement, even in the Israelites, before Israel we marched to go to Israel, all of them was living in Russia. That's where they recoup themselves. They have to go and fight to get their homeland. Now we are in our homeland, so we have to work in collaborating with our people. That's the essence of those on the ground. So sit at home. I'm not against it at home. I'm only against it at home when people are now putting pressure on people. But if that happens, you guys must take responsibility because you can, just like you suggested about guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare is having so many commanders who take AK-47 and their subordinates for your information. And it will touch everybody. So he has got no clear view. But you can see his body language that the man is not sincere on his appeal. And no direction whatsoever. But now he threw some couple of thousands of dollars to scavengers. They pick it up and run to Finland. As a few hand of people that went to that, there's a particular person from UK I saw. She always attends protests. I knew that probably she's sincere, but I can't trust anybody anymore because the attitude of her husband showed me that anybody can be bought, you know. And I'm not excusing anybody. I only speak for myself.
Because it says charity begins at home. You can't be impoverishing people's investment, people's future, and then go away with a family who are not enjoy in a comfort zone. For us,
his concerns are about those being impoverished, but his concern is not Mazi Umeh have stayed in DSS dungeon for 2 years incommunicado. His concern is not for the masses. The masses, there's a video here. It's in Igbo language, and if time permits me, I will talk about it, or maybe because I've been too long on this program, I don't want to pass 2 hours on this program. But he is concerned about impoverishing, which is not genuine in his cause, because he wants to now, he's a new contractor. Another, the same APC, but the new person is in charge. So you have to push and see what he can get. There's a money thrown, there's a bag of money out there. He never said anything about how Mazi Umeh is going to be at the end of his discussion. Nothing. Even those that went to Finland, how will our leader be released? They haven't told us. How is our leader health? Have you seen his private doctor? They haven't told us. To tell you all what you need to know. A Jofo cannot speak anymore, that animal. Osekoma, two sacked incompetent fools, they can't speak anymore. We only have one, special counsel, which is Ejimako. Go on his Twitter handles on a daily basis. Go and check his Twitter handle. He speaks for himself. For his client. Where is Ejofo? Where is Osekoma? Where are they? These are compromised fools that collected money. They are working with Ifa and Yoba and Co. As long as Mazi Umeh is in DSS dungeon, all of them will be cashing out. But you know what? Anybody make it, you see, you can't control the anger of the masses. And this is just the beginning. There's some secret admirers of Mazi Umeh have not done anything yet. And you guys are jittery. But time will tell. Let it be told. Let it be clear.
Ekugom Sibagalio Makoni Bukobu or Baloni Bukobu. So all those things, propaganda, if on a job engagement, go in and beg on Facebook. Mungaman replying, I'm on 17 times. One at boyfriend your buffer. Nete to come, if any never understand people. Mbuloni in the nation, on the elect them, they won't elect me again, okay?
To the Nigerian state, and there was a need maybe to take certain action. That gentleman, pull him out. Stop this incarceration. I know some of his pronouncements or maybe lines of actions and so on were offensive to the Nigerian state, and there was a need maybe to take certain actions. But you see, Nigeria itself is a family. That's my picture of Nigeria. When parts of the family feel offended, as a father, as parents, you sit the gentleman down, you sit the child down, and try to find out what are the problems. How do I help you? You don't like the Christmas shoe we bought for you? Okay, we'll get you a new one. Would that solve the problem? You don't like this meal? Can we fix another meal for you? Can we start talking with Kanu? Can we start talking with IPOB?
At least if you listen to this, I think he's a retired general and security advisor or whatnot. This is a honest plea, honest plead, and he's giving advice on direction to go. If you listen to him and listen to Ifeanyi Ubah, who is making sense, he's stating the fact. Ifeanyi Ubah concerned about his belly, a greedy pig concerned about his belly, not concerned about Mazi Umeh that he brought his jet that they blindfolded Onyendu and transport him back to Kenya. And he want to control what is happening. It's not going to happen. Can't stop people for what they want to do. As long as I feel sorry for people, Onyendu must be released. That's fundamental. Yeah, and this is just the beginning.
Can we start talking with other groups? I think a conversation with some of these teams would go a long way in addressing the problem. We mustn't at all times apply the stick. Bring in some carrot at times. And let's see a carrot and stick diplomacy at play. Okay? We can do that. And I think if we do that, the Southeast, the situation in the Southeast will be highly doused, frankly speaking. All right? Further incarceration only make him more and more relevant, only heightened the heroship over him. He is a hero now, whether we want to accept it or not. And we made him the hero.
All right.
We have made him a hero in the Southeast.
This voice is a concerned indigenous of Newi. I think probably internet is a mistype in there saying nothing. Sending a strong message to Ifeanyi Ubah and his cohorts. I will be translating it. The guy said to send message to Ifeanyi Ubah based on the sit at home. We are not in support of sit at home on Monday, but it's there. I cannot stop it. Do you know why? China Sanwo affirmed that this was affirmation because they disobey Mazi Umeh. And the masses have seen that this is the only way because we are living in a lawless country. And people are sitting at home first. What if those people sitting at home decide to pick up arms? What are you going to do? Ifeanyi Ubah have not told us how to lose Mazi Umeh. Those people that is seen sitting at home might decide to pick up arms. It's just something you cannot decide. It's something that is inevitable. It can happen. I, George, I can't stop it. You can't stop it. Only Mazi Umeh can stop. None of us can stop it. We don't have that power. It's simple. You know? But I will try to translate it in another 2-3 minutes. I will shut this program down. Just to send a very strong message to this animal. Let's listen to the guy and I will translate. I'll give you like 1 minute. I'll translate and go back again.
No one will so well. Nande Madia and Ifeanyi Ubah na yo ani. Mo na pesa ya na hango ni so na monde a azo afia. Nya bia kusere he. Ojo ma ka ezi we afia na nya ba na kan DSS ko na ba ofu nwa ko ma no nwa ye mechiri afia.
Okay, our brother is sending message to Ifeanyi Ubah saying unequivocally that he has never heard or heard from anybody that they were going to Ifeanyi Ubah to beg him to feed them on that Monday sit at home. That if Ifeanyi Ubah want to attest how lovable and how people love him, let him go and spend 1 month in DSS dungeon and see how many people will shut their market in sake of him being held in DSS dungeon. It's a very big challenge, an open one indeed.
Ya wo ba ga ya na ebe anyị na-azụ afịa na ha agazi aga. Apịtị egbu na mmadụ.
Now, this young man is saying, which I don't know his name, that he's a senator. They have a constituency. That he should be doing the work he's been elected to do. That they cannot even assess where they are doing their business in that in one way. That's what he should be doing. That's what concerns him. And it's very fact. Whoever said this, although he's saying it, that's why I want to explain it a little bit. The key point, then I'll shut this program down. Very important.
No, Japan of Africa. Ya bịa na heart of the town ebe a ọba nkiri ka ọ fụ na taya moto adamuzi ebe a. Na ebe a na-asọzi oyi ebe a dịzị ka ikpu ahịhịa. Achịrị na nnewe enweghị ụzọ esi aga tata.
Now, our brother said that Nnewi is Japan of Africa. I think there's a place they call Bank Road. He said that place is not accessible. That is like a dumpster. They cannot access it. There's no accessible road in Nnewi. And he's concerned about Monday sit at home. There's no accessible road in his constituency. This animal is seen here. This useless, hopeless, this criminal is seen on this screen. There's no access road in his constituency. But his concern is not how to get Mazi and Kanu out. Like he cares about his people, but he couldn't give them access road. But he's have an entourage when he's walking around. Tells you all you need to know.
Senator ya de kwu nka ya kwu nka no nka ko ya we ma akwori aka e gotago ya kwu nka no nka ko ya okwu akwori aka site ni ozi agbani na oifo na abi kwu anya onye mbukwu na ria ndem mutara ria no owo ko olfa obata na mbusoro do nya efi izo buzo mbe ko kwuso Monday sitatu onwe ni na asị gụrụ kpatara eji Monday sitatu o deriva ekwu maka mo ifa maka kpatara ya na ozi ikwu Monday sitatu ndị mmadụ sọ ndị mmadụ sọ n'ọdụ ahụ mmadụ nwekwa ya na-abịa fọs nya dọrọ na be ma ọnya pụta iro ma ndị mmadụ sọ n'ọdụ biko ife a na-eme atụrụ na-eme ewu ebu n'iwe onye na-alụ ofu onye oru azụ narị oru niile ọ bụrụ na ọ sị na ife na Nigerian gọọmenti na-eme Nnamdi Kanu ọdụ mma ya pụta kwuo ya opu si mee ya na ọha adị ya mma owere anyị wee gosi ezampụl ya were nwe gosi ezampụl ka anyị gwara na ama na ọkwụ na onwe ya na-ayọ nri ego ebe na fuel mgbe a na-eme kampen kịta fuel na 500 and anyị dịkwa onye ebere anyị ego ka ọ dị nso ụchọ mana ama n'ime ndị na-azụ afịa achọ anyị akọwarị ya aka na-emekọ ya fuel 200 na ọkịta ka anyị dị fuel 200 ọ ga-anyị ahụ mma abịala ọla anyị ilodo na-achị ebe anyị na-azụ achị na aha agazi moto pasị aga nke ga motorcycle pasị aga.
This our brother has said it all, like he's repeating himself and stuff I have said. But bottom line is this. If I knew the man said, and I quote him, that if you say that what Nigerian government is doing to Mazi Kanu is fair, that he should take the position of Mazi Kanu. And it's a very fair advice. And the truth about this is that even a blind man can see that Biafrans have an endless love for Mazi Kanu and his generation. And I will tell you one thing that I know. Because as the first son of my father, I've got siblings. It is not easy to embark on a journey that you have an ambiguous support from your siblings behind you. Especially when, on cause of that, the two parents' life has been taken. And still today, they're still standing. That is one thing people must take home. And Onyendu is not sitting on DSS dungeon because he wants to appease anybody. He's sitting down there because this is a mandate from heaven. And was sworn an oath that Biafra shall be restored. And this our brother said, no one is forcing anybody to sit at home, that our people accepted it with all their heart. That they should be more concerned about why the sit at home is there. Nobody wants to know why people are sitting at home. Because this sit at home, when you stopped it, they said no. They have called upon it, and now sit at home stays. All I think I'm saying that on the violence, on the Violence part of it, I'm not in support of it. So for some of those people that are questioning it, you better do yourself a service. That sit at home now is something that people have adopted. Like Monday is Mazi Umeh kind of public holiday until Onion is released. And I think everybody will be fine. Because until they address the issue, it's not going anywhere. Like I said, people that are sitting at home might decide tomorrow to pick up arms and went into the bush as well. It's not going to stop. So that's my message. And disobedience of our leader has a consequences. And those that instituted that particular Monday ghost time must man up to take that responsibility because they cannot stop that. They said it cannot be stopped. And the purpose is being served. But what we are against is those committing crime in the name of it. And I thank you once again, wonderful people of Biafra, for listening to me this evening. And I say, may IKECHUKWU continue immensely to bless Onyendu. Cover him with his mighty hand. You always lead him because he's the one that called him in this journey. And still search him for those 100 men and women with clean hearts. Because he must be pure. He must be white and whiter than snow to be called Nwa Chineke. May IKECHUKWU be my guide and protect all of us that are still standing. There one. From me from here is good evening.